I'm glad you mentioned immigration just there, because we are also seeing now the U.S. Border and Customs and Border Protection numbers show that during March, the southwest border saw the lowest number of crossings ever, with just 7,810 recorded. This is what people voted for. So why is it that the Democrats can't bring themselves to say, hey, you know what? Maybe we should be for this and fight Trump on the stuff where we think it actually matters? Because if we're not with them on borders, we don't have anything.
Yeah, well, Democrats benefit from having the open borders that we saw under Joe Biden. And they benefit because of our apportionment, right? When you have a bunch of illegal aliens coming in and, settling down in certain areas and districts, it gives congressional representation more congressional representation. It increases electoral vote college counts, and it takes it away from states that are comprised of legal citizens, right? People who actually have a say in this country. So Democrats need illegal immigrants here in this country. The other thing is when we look at these low border crossings, it's an indictment not only of how Joe Biden purposely facilitated the open border crisis, because he could have done what Donald Trump did, but he chose not to. It's also an indictment of how weak and feckless certain Republicans are, like Senator James Lankford from Oklahoma, who promised us we had to sign on to that so-called bipartisan border bill last year in order to secure our southern border. As it turns out, we didn't have to do that. We just needed a leader with a spine, and that is Donald Trump.
Brianna, I'm so glad you mentioned that point about how even if they can't vote, illegal aliens change the number of representatives Democrats get. Thank you so much for clearly explaining all of these issues. Really appreciate it.